Hello and welcome to Dadvice, the channel that puts the men in mental health, and this is episode number 1. So, in this first episode I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I wanted to start the channel and what you can expect from the upcoming videos, and of course I'm going to give you one first little bit of Dadvice. We're going to start with the tip that I think is the most important thing for every new parent to know. So the idea for the channel came about when I found out recently that I am going to be a dad for the first time. And I am the kind of person that likes to do their homework. When I heard the news, I was reading books and getting on YouTube and just trying to take in as much advice and as many tips as I could. I was really looking for two things. First, I really wanted to know more about what I could do to be helpful during the pregnancy, during the birth, and in the first days of parenthood. The second thing that I was looking for was advice on things that I thought that I might find a little bit difficult. Things like relatively short paternity leave, returning to work afterwards, lack of sleep, the list goes on and on. So here's the thing. Having now lived with a pregnant woman, I can definitely say I have a newfound appreciation for just how much they sacrifice and endure over such a long period of time. 9 months. You know, huge respect to any ladies watching, because I genuinely do not know how you do it. It is amazing. Any advice that I could pick up that would be helpful over the course of that period, I wanted to know. I've definitely not got it right 100% of the time, but I have tried my best, and I really just want to be as supportive as I possibly can. She's the one doing all of the hard graft. She absolutely deserves all of the support and help that we can give her along the way. I'm really pleased to say that when I was looking, there was so much advice out there on that front. So here's what shocked me though. As much as there's a load of really good, helpful advice in terms of how us dads can help mums during the process, I was really surprised to find that actually it's really difficult to find advice that is just exclusively to help dads out with dad issues. The content that is out there on that front is pretty thin on the ground, and for the most part it's quite old-fashioned, and in some cases it's just plain wrong. So I wanted to start a channel that would provide advice for any dads or mums that are out there looking for advice that's going to help men on an emotional level in this journey into parenthood. So maybe you just found out that you're going to be a dad, maybe you are already a dad that has some questions, maybe you're a mum who's looking for advice on how best to help their partner out. Whoever you are though, if you are looking for some advice to help dads with their mental health and well-being, you came to the right place. Now, I can't let video number 1 run through without me giving you a piece of dadvice. So here it comes. Consider this for a second. When you're on an aeroplane and the oxygen masks drop down, the instructions that we're always given are to fit your own oxygen mask before you start trying to help other people. And as much as you might want to help the people around you first, and that's a really good thing, if you can't breathe properly and you're not getting enough air yourself, you're not going to be in the best position to help those around you. So my first piece of dadvice to everybody out there is make sure that you are looking after yourself and your well-being. If you're not in the best place that you can be in, you're not working from the best platform to help everybody around you. We'll be discussing a lot on this channel, specific practical advice and steps that you can take to do that. In the coming episodes, we will be talking about birth from a dad's perspective. We'll be talking about paternity leave. We'll be talking about sleep deprivation. We'll be talking about exercise and nutrition. We'll be talking about picking baby names and many more things. In the next episode, we're going to be looking at the advice that is currently out there for dads and why I think a lot of it is doing more harm than good. So if you think that you know somebody who might benefit from the information that we're going to be sharing on here, Please do share this video with them, point them in the direction to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. Please also remember to hit subscribe yourself. And if you are a fan of the idea of looking after the mental well-being of dads, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. I also want to hear from you in the comment section below if there's any topics that you want to hear discussed. Thank you so much for watching. It's been really fun doing episode number 1 here. I'm looking forward to episode 2, and I will see you with that very soon. Take care.